Most Gangster, Pizza CEO, Little Caesars by Fat Electrician. Let's do this one. Let's do it.
Staple in my childhood growing up poor, and I like cheap pizza, and boy, did it take some unexpected turns. Today we're talking about Little Caesars pizza. Ladies and gentlemen, there's two types of people on the planet. There are people that like Little Caesars, and there's people that lack critical thinking skills.
Huh? Did he just say I lack critical thinking skills? Look, I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's hot and ready. I don't like Little Caesars pizza. And now I'm gonna wait for half of you to like drop off and be like, I think I'm gonna have to reconsider being subscribed to her. Look, let's get it out of the way. I don't like Little Caesars. I think it tastes disgusting. And if I lack critical thinking skills, you know, the way that I see it, maybe I just have good taste. It tastes awful. Anyway.
Buh! Little Caesars is not good pizza. Buh! Okay, nobody said it was. They said it was hot, ready, and it cost $5. Okay, nobody in their right mind is walking into Little Caesars, seeing an entire case of already cooked pizzas that are hot, ready, and cost $5, and are thinking to themselves, wow, I bet that pizza is absolutely delicious. Okay, and if you think that, guess what? I've got a dress shirt to sell you that I wore while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon, which is banned.
Look, at least he admits it doesn't taste good. I'd rather have Pizza Hut. Straight up, I don't care if their pizza doesn't taste that good either. I'd rather have Pizza Hut. Oh my gosh, dude. Look, if you guys like Little Caesars, you like your hot and ready, you like your $5, that's fine. I'm not knocking you for it, but I question your taste. And I question mine too. But I question yours more than I question mine. Don't you come at me. Don't you come at me in chat. No, stay down. Down, chat. How dare you? How dare you, Chad? Look.
By the way, which in hindsight's a horrible example because I actually did wear this shirt while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon.
Oh man, it tastes so much better knowing how much paperwork went into getting.
First one to finish a White Claw in the Pentagon.
You suck it, son of a bitch!
Also, in my defense, before it even gets brought up in the comment section, I did not get to choose the type of alcohol, okay? I would have chose Busch Light all day and tomorrow, but when life gives you White Claws in the basement of the Pentagon, you chug them. That's my bet.
Look, White Claw isn't that bad. I think it's one of the only like seltzers I sort of like tolerate if I drink them, okay? If and only if. But that's so cool. He went to wait, did he actually go to the Pentagon or is he trolling and he put it in the background of his video with the green screen? I'm so lost. Wait, did he actually? Look, I wouldn't be surprised because of the kind of stuff that he reacts to. No, he actually did. Dude, that's awesome. Man, I'm loving Fat Electrician more and more every time we watch him on this channel. That's actually so goated. Let's
disregard. Anyways, the point I'm trying to get across to you is nobody's going to Little Caesars because they want really good pizza, okay? Little Caesars is for mom that has been working 40 hours a week and is driving home and doesn't want to cook dinner. And then she sees a Little Caesars and is like, holy shit, I can feed myself.
What in the 2000s is that? What is this? Hold on. Go back for me. Go back. Hold on.
And doesn't want to cook dinner. And then she sees a Little Caesars and
this like, is holy so
shit, I can feed.
This is so 2000. Like, this is so 2010s, actually. If I had to be more, like, early to mid, that, like, this is so funny, man. Girls just dancing it up onto the motorcycle. They're like, look, I spent my $5. Here we go. We're going home. We're about to get this high and ready pizza. We're going to throw up afterwards in the bathroom. Kind of pizza. Oh man, those were different times, man. Those are really different times.
Myself, my husband, and my two kids for $6.99 by buying a pizza, crazy bread, and marinara sauce. Okay, and the craziest part about that everybody has to respect is the fact that Little Caesars pizza has been $5 since 1997, okay? It is the Arizona tea.
Dude, I didn't even exist when Caesars? When Little Caesars was established. I didn't even exist. I don't even think anyone thought of me, bro. Oh man, I feel old. Anyway.
Of the pizza world. Whoever runs Little Caesars and Arizona Tea should be put in charge of the US economy. And we're going to talk about how they managed to keep the prices that low right after a word from our sponsor. Yeah, babe, what's up?
Hey, I need a boombox.
Okay, I can go get you one.
Perfect.
All right, I'll go get it now. Love you.
Love you.
All right, bye.
1 hour later.
Where's that boombox that I asked for?
Oh, it's right here. I got it for you.
Bro, Bro, literally, I know you can't see her, but bro literally went for Latina mommy every single time, man. Never fails. Everybody wants the Latina mommy.
What is this?
Looking respectfully, man.
The boombox.
No, I wanted something to play music with.
Oh, that kind of boombox. Yeah, I got this instead.
Okay, we'll go.
Look, I think that this option is way better than any boombox, chat. I don't know what gun this is, but it looks freaking sick. That's all I've got to say. Look, if your wife asks you for something stupid, just get a gun. Just get a gun. That's all you need. Okay? Get the AK, get the AR, get everything. Get all the pew-pews. way better than any boombox, better than any dishwasher. Just get the gun. It's got two uses: entertainment and death.
Go to the store and get me a boombox so I can listen to music.
Can I keep this one still?
I don't care.
This video is brought to you by...
Dude, that's base, dude. Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, we're gonna skip over this ad because as much as I appreciate him, I don't want to watch it.
Begins on July 20th, 1929, when a young Mike Ilitch is born, the son of two first-generation immigrants. Like pretty much everybody born at this point in time, he grows up, he ends up joining the military, and he ends up becoming a United States Marine. Serves 4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back...
Dude, okay. What is up with these military people being so based? Where are my military people, vets, and currently enlisted officers too, of course? Where are my gunners? Where are the super base people in the chat? Do we got any military people here? Anyone? You can also be part of the feds if you want. Ice. Anyway. Hey, let's go. Thank you for your service. I cannot salute you right now with these 3D hands that are locked in with no 3D trackers that are on my turn. And big salute to you guys. Thank you for your service. I hope you like guns. I hope that the pew-pews are treating you well. But this is amazing. It's, I don't know, there's just something about military men or just military people in well, I don't know when women were allowed to go into the military, but military men from back in the day, bros, like a whole different breed. What the heck? Businessmen out here. Awesome. Dude, Navy is based. All I have to say is go Navy. All the Army people and Air Force and Marine people screeching in the comments like, huh? Oh, Navy. Look, we love the Navy around here. I cannot say more information than that because I will perhaps dox myself, but I almost went into... I was thinking about joining the Navy when I was younger, but civilian life probably better for being gremlin. Probably would not have survived out there.
Back home, meets a young lady by the name of Marion, ends up marrying her. Then he ends up playing pro baseball for the Detroit Tigers, the New York...
And then he was a baseball player? Dude, that's sick. Oh, man. Dude, look at this. This is like old technology, black and white. I'm like, pink. You see that? It's kind of cool.
Yankees and the Washington Senators. Unfortunately, he ends up getting a knee injury and is forced into early retirement. At this point, that was like everything he was banking on, and he just has to start taking whatever jobs he can find. He's working as a handyman. He's working as a door-to-door salesman for aluminum awnings, literally just doing whatever he can do to get by. So him and his wife end up saving up $10,000, and they want to use that money to start up their own pizza place. And that's exactly what they do. And whenever you start a new business, the first thing you do is come up with a name. And Mike wanted to call it Pizza Treat, and his wife chimes in, is like, no, I hate that name. I want to name the restaurant after my pet name for you, Little Caesar, which is...
No, dude. Okay. Look. I think that that's cute. I think that that's adorable. Oh my gosh, dude, wait, for real though? For real, she named... Dude... Okay, look, let's just say this, right? Wives back then were built different, right? They loved you and they gave you a hard tech. Anyway, and they also gave you great ideas. I'm sure they do now, but like, where are all the wives? We need wives out here. Where they at? Not for me, because I'm straight, but for all of you guys, for all the military people, so that you can start up your own fast food chain. And maybe it'll be your pet name that becomes immortalized. Dude, that's so cool. Bro's like, look, I don't want her to nag me about the dishes again. I gotta do it. I gotta call it Little Caesars. No, she sounds like, it sounds like she loved them, but let's see how this story goes.
Weird, because Mike is average height. He was 5'9", Caesar was only 5'7", and Mike is significantly taller than his wife, so I don't know why she would come up with the name Little Caesar. Wait, Little Caesar always depicted by stabbing his spear into a pie. Wait, pull up a picture of the Little Caesar. Holy shit.
That's a peanut.
Wait, was this a Marine?
Dude, okay. Before that clip played, I think we all thought about what that meant, okay? I think we all thought about it real fast.
Core dick joke the entire time? I'm conflicted. On one hand, my childhood is ruined, but on...
Look, my mental ruined, but like, hey, yo! Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no freaking way. Ain't no freaking way. I swear, if that's true, if that's what they were trying to imply, y'all who like Little Caesars needs to maybe reconsider your life choices, eh? The things nightmares are made of, you're right. You guys need to consider your life choices. I'm like, no offense. Unlucky. Elbozo. Get... I don't even want to say the other thing because the timing would be terrible, so I'll keep that one to myself.
On the other hand, it's a multi-billion-dollar Marine Corps dick joke, which is just perfect. I wonder if Melinda Gates is who came up with the name Microsoft. Sorry, we're getting way off track. Little Caesars was originally Little Caesars Pizza Treat, and it opened up in 1959, and there's
Little Caesars Pizza Treat, chicken, fish, shrimp. Do they still sell this stuff? Carry out's delivery. Ugh. Look, they had to deliver on that shrimp lo mein, you know, that fried shrimp. You like your shrimp fried rice? Do you, chat? Where are my crayon eaters? Where are the freaking crayon eaters? Where are the jokes that you're telling the barracks? Don't share the beer. If you do, at least keep it on kick so the kiddos don't see it.
The slogan was Pizza Pizza, which is the most Marine Corps slogan of all time. Just say whatever it is twice. Except, of course, in Canada, Pizza Pizza was already trademarked, so they had to go with quality instead.
Nerd alert!
Let me hear you say.
Right out of the gate, their first restaurant is a huge success, and they end up franchising and getting another location open within the first 3 years. Then they start opening up Little Caesars all over the country. It's a huge chain, and somewhere along this line, they end up ditching the original name of Little Caesars Pizza Treat and just shorten it to Little Caesar, which I'm never going to be able to say the same ever again now. Is this why the breadsticks are so thin? So business is going great. They start opening up restaurants all over the United States. They've even got some up there in Canada. They keep the company privately owned so they get to make all the decisions. Everything's going great. They're making a ton of money, at which point Mike sets his sights on going and buying the favorite team that he played for when he was a professional baseball player, the Detroit Tigers. He wants to own the entire team, and he's got the money to do it. But in 1998, the CEO of Domino's, his direct competitor, bought the team out from underneath him.
Bro, I would have twisted that man's arm into a pretzel taking my sports team. That's crazy, dude. Wow. Honestly, the CEO of Little Caesars, valid crash out. If he had a crash out, super valid crash out. How dare he take one of the worst sports teams? And I mean, none of you like the Dodgers here, right? Okay, good. Now that we've gotten that out of the way.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, this is a Marine. This is shots fired. This means absolute war. So what ends up happening is Mike still wants to own a sports team. So what he does instead is he ends up buying the Detroit Red Wings, the hockey team. And under his command, they do great, start winning a bunch of games.
This is becoming so regular. We should just have Michigan Day at
Bro, is that who I think it is? Is it who I think it is? Oh boy. So who want to tell him?
the White House when the Red Wings come.
The Tigers, on the other hand, are doing absolutely terrible under the ownership of the CEO of Domino's, so he's forced to sell, and by 1992, Mike is able to buy the Detroit Tigers as well.
Dude, not only is his business succeeding, he gets to buy the team that he's always wanted. Look, I'm not gonna lie, if you like Domino's, I used to like Domino's, so I say this with all the love in my heart, you have problems. Anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, this team sucks. Anyway.
And under his ownership, the Detroit Tigers start doing awesome as well. But Mike is not about to forget what the CEO of Domino's did.
I don't even think you really know what a bad day is.
So in 1993, right after he bought the Detroit Tigers, Mike launches the Big Big campaign for Little Caesars, which kicks off what is today known as the Pizza Wars. At this point in time, there's 3 major pizza chain restaurants in the United States of America. You've got Little Caesars, Domino's, and Pizza Hut.
See, look, Pizza Hut for life. Papa John's kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're all mid, but like in levels of midness, I would put like Little Caesars in the grave, then Domino's right next to it. Actually, put all of them in the grave except for Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is like the beautiful flowers on their grave. Sorry, guys. If you don't like it, it just might be time to go, you know?
How does it make you feel? It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
And Little Caesars comes up with a brilliant marketing plan of what if we just sold big ass pizzas? So they had their big promotion where they just sold a massive pizza and said that it was bigger than all the other pizzas on the market. That went so well and they made so much money that they actually started to make more money than Domino's, at which point Pizza Hut fired back by launching their Sasquatch pizza. And then Domino's came in with their Dominator pizza.
Okay, what in God's green earth are these names? Hello? Dominator pizza? And what was that ugly CGI domino? Bro, look, CGI has been pretty good, even like mid-tens. Like, where are we putting the money? What is this ugly 3D? Hold on, I gotta go back. Hold on.
Well, and they made so much money that they actually started to make more money than Domino's, at which point Pizza Hut fired back by launching their Sasquatch pizza. And then
okay, these naming conventions, I hope someone got fired because they're so bad. What the heck?
Domino's came in with their Dominator pizza. It was literally a nuclear arms race of the pizza world. It was the golden age of pizza fast food. Then in 1997, after the pizza wars subsided, Little Caesars needed to have their next big promotion, and what they went with was hot and ready. They decided to shift the entire direction of the company. They weren't going to focus on dine-in. They weren't going to have dine-in at all. They weren't going to deliver. It was going to be, you can walk in, pick up your pizza. Not only can you pick up the pizza, it's going to be there, it's going to be hot, and it's going to be ready.
Dude, what? Dude, this guy's just living life. I'm like, yeah, I got the best $5 investment I'll have for the week. My $5 high ready. Sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. Dude, bro. That's so funny. Look, I'll give it points for nostalgia and not taste, okay? I'll give you that much. I'll give you nostalgia.
It's already done, and it's cheap as fuck. It's brilliant. It's cheap, it's fast, it's highly effective. You're a mom taking her kid to soccer practice, and you forgot, oh shit, it was my turn this week to bring the food to feed all the kids after soccer practice, and then you drive by, see a Little Caesars, and know that you can pick up 5 pizzas for like $30. The day is saved. And only focusing on...
Look, that's fair. You know, when Gremlin feels a little lazy, she gets herself some food, okay? Maybe feels a little lazy a little too often, but that's fair. I mean, they knew their demographic. I can't give them props for the taste of their pizza, but I can give them props for what they were trying to do. And honestly, maybe it just tasted better back then. Maybe it wasn't as bad as it is now. But look, I'll give them props for props to do, because if you can market it towards the average day person, they will eat it up, and eat it up they did.
Pickup is actually part of the reason that the food is so cheap, because the buildings don't need to be that big. They can occupy these little tiny commercial areas because all they need is a kitchen and like a 3-foot wide area with a cash register for people to pay when they pick up their pizza. You're not wasting money on a dining area, you're not wasting money on delivery drivers, and that's a big part of why they managed to keep the pizza price at $5. On top of that, they did everything as cheaply as possible. Their marinara sauce is literally from concentrate, so the employees just dump this can of concentrated tomato paste in and mix it with water, and that's what the sauce is.
I did not want to see that. I'd rather see you butchering the poor... Actually, no, sorry. No, yeah, I'd rather see you butchering the poor pig for the pepperoni. I'd much rather see that than whatever that was. Did you guys see that? Did that water have like mud in it? Am I going... What is this? That's not water. What the heck is this brown stuff? Oh my gosh, wait, let me show you guys. Like, what is this?
Just dump this can of concentrated tomato paste in and mix it with water, and that's what the sauce is.
Yo, wait. Can we, like, hold on. Can we get like the health and safety department? Because that water ain't looking very good. Is that like Italian seasoning? What the hell did they put in that water, dude? Is that why their pizza tastes so bad? Because the water, it's from rusted pipes? Is that what that is? Ew, dude, that's gross. They must have put like sewage water in the pizza. That's gross. No, I totally saw that gray water. Don't you gaslight me. My toilet water. Ew, why'd you have to say toilet water? That's seasoning. That ain't FDA approved for sure. It looks like straight oil. Ugh.
And then they use the cheapest cheese they can get their hands on. And then for the dough is actually the good part because the dough is actually made fresh every single day because buying pre-made dough was more expensive than just making dough in-house. So the dough is actually really fresh, and that's why the crazy breadsticks are so good.
Got all this large pie.
Oh, I've seen this guy before. I think Leaf has reacted to him a couple times. So if not Leaf, definitely someone else who've seen this guy. Oh boy.
And the crazy bread and the sauce for $6.
Somehow they managed to keep the price of the pizza $5 flat until 2022. It literally took a global pandemic that forced people to stay in their houses and not interact with people to get them to raise the price of their pizza. That's incredible. Okay, just for the record, gas prices alone went up 231% during that same time frame. We're not even going to talk about the housing market, and somehow these guys managed to keep the pizza at $5. And guess how much they were forced?
Wow, I'm actually astonished. Look, again, terrible quality in terms of taste, but the fact that they thought of their customers until the bitter end, until they couldn't hold on anymore, is freaking impressive. Look, if I'm gonna get cheap pizza, I'll get some Costco pizza and their hot dog. Okay, so I know what it's like to go in there and eat cheap, okay? But you will never see me touch a look, if chat, okay, the only way you guys will see me eat Little Caesars is if somehow you like only if you guys pay for it. Like, I'm gonna be honest, you would have to pay me to eat Little Caesars. I know I just buried myself in the ground, but I'll take my chances.
To raise the pizza price by in 2022. 55 cents. The pizza is now, to this day, still $5.55. And in exchange for the price increase, you got 33% more pepperoni on your pizza. Okay, and why does this happen? For the same exact reason that it happened with Arizona Tea. Okay, it is a privately owned company. They are not worried about getting more money for all of their shareholders. Once the owner...
Honestly, I love Arizona Tea. And I hate when stores that sell their stuff try to upcharge on something that's not supposed to cost that much money, okay? But man, is Arizona Tea pretty good.
Has enough money to go out and buy all of his favorite sports teams. There's no reason to raise the price.
Look, if you haven't had Arizona Tea, you're missing out on life. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you, Neon Jian, for the gifted sub. And G-Man, thank you so much for resubscribing. God bless you. Welcome in. Thank you for the prime.
Price on the product, right? As long as he's still making money, he's happy. So that's exactly what he keeps doing. Okay, is Little Caesars cutting corners on...
Deal, where's my throne? Just go through... Okay, if you want me to eat Little Caesars, okay? I don't know, how much is Little Caesars now? He said the price went up. Did it go back down? Hold on, let me go on their website real quick. Hold on. Wait, is it? Hold on. Is it $10 now? Or am I looking at the wrong thing? Large classic cheese. Wait, but Little Caesars is usually like a small one, right? It's not the big one. Wait, what? I thought they sold small. Wait, does anybody know what the price is now? Were they always I could have sworn it was a small box. Or the small boxes you can't order online. You have to go like in person for it. Is that how this works? Stayed $5.55, but they increased the amount of pepperoni. $5.99, same as a sub probably. Because I'm seeing like for a 14-inch pizza, it's like $10. At least in a different state nearby. Didn't want to put in my info well on stream. Look, I think it's takeout. Yeah, but they have order pickup on their website, but I don't see the small one. Okay, so they're not small. They were always big. Dude, New York City, it's $10. Dude, you guys are cooked over in New York. Like, you guys are so cooked, bro. Wait, was it always a 14-inch pizza? That don't seem right. Interesting. Oh, so it was always one size. They had half rectangular pizzas for lunch special only. So maybe it just depends on the store. But yeah, New York is like $10. Dang, you guys are like, you had that during the pandemic for $10? Sheesh. I'd rather spend the extra $5 and go to Pizza Hut. Oh, man. Pick it up. Look, I can do a Little Caesars taste test stream for y'all. Okay. If that's what you want, chat, but you gotta be convincing, you know? You gotta let me know. You gotta let the gremlin know that that's what you want.
On the pizza, yeah, it's their entire business model is to make the cheapest pizza possible, okay? But unlike most other companies, Little Caesars takes all that cost savings and passes it along to the customer, not giving it to their shareholders. Buh! I don't care if it's cheap, it still tastes like cardboard. Buh! You know what? Keyboard warriors would know exactly what cardboard tastes like, wouldn't you? I bet you could
Look, I tasted hand sanitizer and soap as a kid. Don't test me.
differentiate brands of Windows by the taste. And you know what? I'm willing to concede. Is Little Caesars the best pizza if I'm judging by taste? Absolutely not. But you know what? It still tastes better than Italian pizza.
It's not great. It's not horrible. You're gonna get fat.
Buh! How can you even say that? The Italians literally invented pizza, and that's how it's supposed to be. Italian pizza has to be the best by default. Buh! A, no it doesn't. B, that doesn't even make sense, okay? You can say what you want about Little Caesars pizza, but at least they figured out how to spread the cheese evenly. Okay, Italian pizza.
Yeah, because spreading the cheese is what we're here for. You're right, Fat Electrician, you're right. My bad.
It's literally like, what if I had bread with tomato paste all over it and then I threw 4 giant cheese balls on top? Okay, no, why would you do that? I want the next bite of pizza to taste exactly like the last bite of pizza because pizza's fucking delicious. Okay, I don't care if the Italians did it first. They did it wrong, okay? Just because something's first doesn't mean it's the best or the right way to do something, okay? The Model T was the first mass manufactured car. That doesn't mean that the Model T is better than my F-150. But it gets better because not only did Mike manage to keep the price of the pizzas low, simply because he could afford to and he's a good guy, he also took a ton of the profits that he made because he was making so much money and did a bunch of philanthropy. He created the Little Caesars Love Kitchen, which was a mobile Little Caesars that they would drive into natural disaster areas and give out free.
Aww. Okay, that's heartwarming. That's really heartwarming that they would do that. Like, I know that Domino's, like in the last maybe 5-8 years, maybe 10, I don't know, like definitely the last like 5 years, they were like, their money was going towards like fixing potholes in streets that, you know, they would drive through. Now, it would be really nice if they kept their end of the bargain in my state because there's potholes everywhere still. But hey, that's really nice. I love what Little Caesars has done here. You know, altruism, you would think that with business owners, they'd fall to it. And obviously they probably get tax breaks and stuff, but you know, they don't have to do it. They don't have to go out of their way to do it. Good stuff.
Free food to people. He helped with veterans charities. He funded youth hockey leagues. In 1994, when Rosa Parks was attacked because she lived on the bad side of town, Mike heard about this and then got her into a nicer apartment on a nicer side of town and
holy smokes. What, dude, what a day in history, huh? That's honestly, that's really sweet of him. That's extremely sweet of him. I love that.
At Nocturnal 0072 donated $20 through Super Chat. Try their Italian cheese bread while you are at Little Caesars.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Turtle. Okay, guys. Okay, we're gonna do it. We'll do a Little Caesars pizza test. Let's do this Saturday because I'll be streaming this Saturday. So, it'll probably be closer to like 4 o'clock my time Eastern. I would like to go to the beach Saturday morning, so maybe it'll be sooner, maybe when I'm back and all relaxed. Little Caesars pizza. You guys will, I'll do a hand cam stream and I will get those breadsticks. Hopefully they taste good. Thank you so much. Let me take a screenshot of this so I don't forget. Gabe needs to hold me accountable. Babe, hold me accountable. Remind me to get the pizza. The pizza. And the Italian cheese bread. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Turtle. Thank you so much. You're really sweet. All right, guys. You got your wish. Gremlin's doing a pizza hand cam stream. Okay, wait. Hold on. I just thought about it. Dude, I feel like I'm fat, bro. I'm gonna be fat on stream. Is this what you need, chat? You need mukbang? Okay, no mukbang. No mukbang, chat. And no food ASMR. I will mute myself. You don't get that for free, okay? So let's please watch the HEB one next. Wait, so do we want to do Waffle House? Okay, wait, let me finish this react first. Hold on.
Paid her rent for the rest of her life and never even told anybody. Dude didn't do it for PR, didn't do it for the good press, literally just did it because it was the right thing to do, and nobody found out about it until he passed away. And when he did pass away in 2017 at the age of 87 years old, his widow became one of the wealthiest women in the entire country. Okay, that's the American dream.
Man, look, I'm happy that he did a lot of good things. After this whole video, after this whole mini saga here, I feel so sad that he's not here with us anymore, man. Oh man.
Dude goes off, serves 4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back home, finds a beautiful girl, marries her, plays professional baseball, blows out his knee, dreams are ruined, doesn't give up on himself. Goes out, starts a business, makes so much fucking money that he buys the sports team he used to play for and a couple of other sports teams. Does it all without being greedy, cutting corners to screw over his customer. He cuts corners to save the customer money so even poor people can afford to buy their kids pizza. And then with all the extra money he makes, he does a bunch of charity work and then dies at 87 years old, leaving his widow a billionaire like a complete fucking gangster. And the cherry on top, the entire thing was based off of one big elaborate multi-billion-dollar dick joke, which is a title that only a Marine could achieve. This video is so unhinged, I don't even know how to end it. I guess just like, be like Mike, you know, never give up on yourself, never compromise your morals to make more money. If you can do charity work along the way, that's great. And apparently making dick jokes works. Thank you for watching. Best way to support.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Even if I feel like I'm going to throw up the pizza on Saturday, I will do so knowing that a super based business owner, probably one of the very few in existence, did something really great with his company. That was amazing. Look, Little Caesars owner, I hope you are in the glory of God. I really hope so. What a dude. Left his wife a billionaire, did some good work. Pizza doesn't taste good, but you know what? It hit a demographic that really needed it. So good stuff. That was a great video. 10 out of 10. Watch the outro. Ugh. Okay.
Search over the fatelectrician.com. Quack bang out. Somebody's going to take that advice too literal, and there's going to be a new pizza chain called Girth Brooks. I guarantee it.
Some of you just really want to get banned, huh? Some of you just really want to get banned. Oh.
You'll never discover new oceans unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Mike and Marion had the courage to lose sight of the shore and discover new oceans. They kept pushing Detroit, and it had not been for them, I am saying Detroit would not be in the renaissance that they're in now.
No.
I just want to be remembered as a good father and somebody who loves Detroit. You know, I like to be remembered as for the people that know me as a decent guy.
Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. Honestly, I hope that he's remembered as a good father too, and as a really one of the few business owners that one can say was actually not a jerk or anything like that, and thought more about others than himself. This man, look, deserves a round of applause. Deserves an absolute freaking round of applause, man. That's beautiful.